Hello, Tomatronic here, and welcome back to episode 15 of A Jedi's Tale here in Rimworld. Where are we? Well, we are still very much in need of food. Everybody's still asleep, so I'm just going to speed it up until morning, because what we really need to do is to get them get them cooking and farming and hunting ASAP. I have a suspicion that we're going to get attacked in this episode. Either a raid or some kind of horrible creature coming from outer space or something like that. I don't really know, but it has been a while since we've had any horrific incidents to disable our equilibrium, so to speak. So as they get up, I'm going to make sure that Fingers needs to go and start harvesting these. Oh, actually, I don't know if they're fully grown yet. Well, anyway, needs to start doing something in the fields. Shu, I really want you to start mining, to carry on mining the compacted steel here. I think this is more important than this, which you've been working on, and I appreciate it, but I would like to start building out into this mountain a little bit more. I'm going to start to build a few more walls around the base. I'm going to pull this wall here and here, so I can make this into a room when it's ready, when it's mined. And I'm just going to make sure there's a door there just in case anybody gets stuck. I'm also going to mine this place here. Maybe all this corner actually. Because what I'm going to do very soon, in fact I'm going to do it right now, is I'm going to build another 2 storage rooms. One for all this leather that we're collecting from the animals, and the other one can be for maybe fuel, because it's not good to have it with the other stuff in case it explodes for some reason. So I'm going to pull that wall down there, and I'm going to deconstruct these sandbags and mine out the remaining stone there. I think it's sandstone. Doesn't really matter. We don't need the resources, we're just getting rid of it. So what's everybody up to? Let's have a look. Doc is feeding raw chinchilla meat to Natalia, which is not ideal, but Doc understands that it's better to eat something than it is to go hungry. We really need Boss to stop being a warden for now and just focus on hunting. Natalia. I think I'm going to make Natalia our new cleaner. And when she's not trying to recruit the prisoners, she's going to be cleaning the base. Seems to be a good task for, the last one to join. Should start out with cleaning, Brian seems to think. It gives people a sense of community, and it's a good way to introduce them to our way of life. So, if Natalia is cleaning, it means that I can now have Lady as our designated crafter, which means that we can start producing more smoke leaf joints, which are going to lift the mood of everybody, and hopefully some more stone rocks, so we can eventually finish the never-ending pathway system that I laid down right back in one of the early episodes of the game. So Shu is working hard on this compacted steel, which is great. That's going to be immediately hauled down here, and these walls will be finished off rather quickly, I'm hoping. Just check on that, it's not being obstructed by anything. So, I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy that we've survived until episode 15. It was one of my landmark episodes when I first started this. Being my first Let's Play, I didn't really know if I was going to be able to do it. It's one thing playing a game and being able to save and reload and all that kind of stuff, and it's another thing doing it and commentating on the over the top. And I've made a point, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier on, but I have made a point of not ever reloading, regardless of what's happened. I haven't once reloaded the game. I have saved it at various points, just because I'm not recording it in one complete session. Obviously, I'm doing maybe an hour or two a day, and then editing it down. So it's essential that I do save it, otherwise we just lose everything we've done every time, obviously. So we've got a mad buck kicking around. I'm just going to make sure that's able to hunt. And what's Boss up to right now? Hunting a doe. I might make you stop doing that and get up here. There's not much a buck can do, but it can headbutt a few people, cause a bit of a problem. Where's Boss going? You're going the wrong way, Boss. I'd much rather you came through the base. That's better. And as it's a buck, I could always get Tank to go and have a go as well. So as I was saying, I am impressed I've made it this far, but I'm sure that's due to luck more than anything. I don't think I made it too easy to start, because it has been challenging at times. We haven't yet lost anybody, apart from a few prisoners and a dog or two, I think two. But I don't think it was an overpowered start necessarily, because it's been relatively the exact kind of level of challenge that I was looking for. And it's lasted this long, which is exactly what I wanted. And we're not exactly doing amazingly well. We're very low on food, and you know, I'm not as far on technology wise as I thought I might be at this point. So all I can do is continue on the way I'm going, and hope that we get some more food soon. As I said, I do think we're going to get attacked soon. It's just intuition from playing the game for a while. You kind of get a sense. If it's been quiet for too long, then chances are it's going to get nasty pretty soon. Now Doc's idle for some reason, because there's no research going on, which is stupid. Don't know why. Sorry about that. Let's get gun turrets on the go. As soon as we've got gun turrets, it means that Brian's going to feel a lot more comfortable about allowing people to leave the settlement to go and trade, and maybe to gather resources from other places. We can buy some things, and we can trade for things, and we can steal some things maybe if we need to. But really, he doesn't want to leave the base with less defenders than we already have, especially considering that two of our colonists, old Maskinin and Natalia, they are unable to be violent, so they're not much use in an attack. We've set up our two lures or kill boxes. We've got one here on this side, which is not as good as this side. This side I think is going to work very well, because either this side or this side, whichever way they come in, they're going to be channeled up into here. Naturally, it's just a natural game exploit. If they've got an entrance to your base, they don't generally attack other walls. I mean, it can happen occasionally if they decide just to walk this way and decide to attack, but normally they will be forced to come through here, and then I can set up some turrets behind them and attack them from the front, which is good. I'm sure I built another gun around here. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe I forgot to do it. I want to build a gun complex. But I don't want it necessarily right in front. I'm thinking it might be better to hold back as more of a last line of defense. Or maybe because it's behind some sandbags there, it'll be okay. I want to put it there. And we don't really have any defenses here anymore after these sandbags are removed, but that's fine. Like I say, I'm hoping they're all going to get through here anyway. So, in preparation, I know there's going to be, if the attack doesn't come in this episode, it will definitely be the next one. So, I don't know what more I can do right now, other than I'm just going to make sure everybody's got a weapon that can get a weapon. I think they all do. Yep, and yep. I'm going to check all their force abilities, see if anybody can level up. Nope. And there's not much else I can do. just check on the cooking situation. Cook is cooking, Olaf is cooking, and what's Velasquez doing? Velasquez is cooking too. The rice is fully grown finally, so that's being harvested by Boss and Fingers, which is great. Although I did want Boss to focus on hunting, which he is. Did he hunt all the wildlife? Oh wow, he did. Awesome. Okay. Well, there's a lot still to be butchered, but I might just give him a few more to do. Although maybe Fingers is really appreciating that help in the fields there. There's nobody else that's going to grow. Fix it. Maybe you should be helping in the fields. What are you doing right now? Okay, yeah, you're building. Fine. You're doing what you're doing. You're doing what you do best. That's fine. Okay. What can we do? What can we do? I mean, if we get attacked, we're pretty much okay. If we get attacked by humans, that is. My fear is there's one of those horrible spaceships that land, either the poison or the drone, and although we won't attack it immediately, we're going to have to attack it eventually because it just starts to kill everybody and really affect everybody's mood, so that is my immediate fear. Or there's the chance of an infestation. We did fight off the last one with only 6 people, so maybe we had more, I can't remember now. But now we have more, hopefully that won't be so much of a problem. Depending on where it is. If they come up in the middle of our rooms at night, then we could be in for a problem. But who is major? Yeah, Natalia is at a major break risk. Yeah, because of various reasons, I understand. I mean, I hope she pulls through and her mood improves soon. Sky is also pretty low in the mood department. Sky now at a major break risk. Ate raw food, I mean, yeah, I understand. We're doing the best we can to cook more. What's Brian up to now? Feeding. Yeah, I really don't want you to be doing that. What does that fall under? Why is he feeding other people? Ah, because he's doctoring. Don't want you to be doctoring anymore. There's nobody in need of doctoring and Doc can handle it. I only want you to be hunting. When you're not relaxing socially, of course. I'm going to force Fingers to continue to work in the fields. Mainly hauling this rice. And I'm going to ask Boss to help. Not assigned to hauling. Great. Tank. The sooner I get this rice into the fridge area, the sooner the cooks can start using it with the meat and producing fine meals. I would like more of that meat to be butchered, so as Velasquez drops off that meal that she's just made, I'm going to make her start to butcher some of these animals. And she's carrying a dough now. She's going to cut up into some venison meat, which is wonderful. Tank hauling some of this rice, which is great. Fingers is now sleeping. I'm sure I asked you to go and haul some rice, Fingers. Please do as I ask. It's for the good of the colony, I promise. Hopefully now that we've got a dedicated crafter, we will start to see, in Lady there, we will start to see some more, I think stone cutting is crafting. Making stone blocks, yeah. And smelting as well. So hopefully Lady's going to start to work on that. And the smoke leaf joints, which are really, they go a long way to improve our mood. I could build a billiards table which trains their shooting ability, or I could build a poker table which helps them get a bit more lucky. And it says there it improves their strategic skills, but I don't really know how that translates into the game. So I think a billiards table is the best idea, but we don't have enough cloth. We do have enough cloth for a poker table. Maybe I will put the billiards table down, although I don't have space for it, unfortunately. I need to move the party spot there. So I will move that to the other side of the table over here. And then I should be able to put down the billiards table here. And although it's not particularly recreational, it doesn't count as a recreation, I don't think, it does help to improve all of their shooting skills, which is great. And I think it makes the room better, as long as it's of good quality. We won't be able to build it all straight away because we're missing some cloth, but hopefully soon enough we will have our cotton plants growing and they can start to produce cloth for us. What's Tank up to? Loving. Well, Boss and Tank are going at it, which helps give them a mood boost, I believe. Fingers, unloading inventory. Okay. Basically means hauling the rest of that food. And that calls it a day, I think, for most of them. It's 1 in the morning, so I'm just going to fast forward it now until they wake up, unless anything major happens in the night. Alright, so nothing really happened during the night, except that I was forcing Velasquez to butcher, just because I want to get as much meat stored up as I can. That will help with the meal supply because it just means that the 3 chefs can just go in there and take food whenever they need it. Lady has an inspiration to do surgery, which is strange because she's not assigned to being a doctor and she's not particularly good at doctoring. So Boss is confused as to why she's asking to perform surgery, especially because there's nobody that really needs it right now. But, you know, maybe she was smoking a little hard on the smoke leaf last night. Sky is milking a boomalope, which is always good. That means more fuel for us. I'm going to make sure that Shu starts to chisel away on this sandstone here, and then I'm going to get Fix-It to also come down and destroy these sandbags. And then as soon as that's out of the way, I can make this into our fabric storage room. And then I'm thinking I'm going to make a medical storage room here, just to make things a little bit more organized. So I will need to just to mine out those extra few blocks there. Then I can build a wooden wall here and finish off that room with the rock. I'll just leave the rocks here as, you know, it's good protection. I'm probably going to tunnel up behind it a little bit anyway. Why did Shu stop doing that? Okay, we need to fix this at some point. What else do we need to do? We need to build that. Yeah. Still think there's going to be an attack soon. I can feel it. Something's going to happen. Some kind of event. Could be an infestation, a raid, a refugee being chased. And the very worst thing it could be is a poison ship part falling out of space, landing nearby, and slowly deteriorating and pushing us to attack it, which will probably destroy us because they spit out some horrible creatures from space. That's my least favourite scenario from now on. Best case scenario is it would be maybe a semi-difficult raid, so we could, you know, I mean we've fought off enough raids, so we know what we're doing in that sense. Boss has leveled up. I'm gonna make sure he has now got. I'm gonna give him heal other as well. It's really important, I think, for most of them to have that. I only initially gave it to the 2 doctors, but I think it's best if everybody has it. Yeah, Juliet doing some hauling there. It's fantastic. Into our crappy clothes zone over here. What's Fix-It up to? Fix-It, can you do that while you're there, please? Sorry. Doc's leveled up. I will deal with that in a second. Just want to micromanage Fix-It to get all these blocks done. All these sandbags done, sorry. And I might even get him to her to mine out the rest of that sandstone there. One more. Okay, I lied. 2 more after this. Mining takes a little bit longer than deconstruction, obviously, because chipping a giant piece of rock away. Alright, and as soon as he's done that, well done, Fix-It, she's done that, sorry. I'm going to make sure that this is assigned to only textiles and nothing else. Then I can remove the textiles from here and make that just clothes, or just good clothes. And I can... oh shoot, I could trap you in there by mistake. I'm just going to make sure this is going to be mined out so you can get out. And just make sure... I'm just going to make you do it, actually. It's probably easier. If you just work your way down there, please, Shu. Then I can build that wall and you won't get trapped. So I'm going to make this my medicine storage, which will further go to tidying up this room a little bit. What's that there? Go juice. Interesting. It's one of the drugs I haven't got much experience with. I don't really know what it does. I will find out in a second. I just want to haul those. Make sure that's assigned to just medicine, which I believe is there. Okay. Alright. I'm going to make that preferred or even important. And the same with the textiles one. That will just make them, force them to move it out instead of leaving it where it is. And I'm also going to remove textiles from there and medicine from there, which further just helps them to push it out to where it needs to be. Could do that as well. Okay. Alrighty, boss. Still helping Fingers out in the fields. Wonderful to see. Still want to hold this rice though, Fingers, instead of planting new stuff. It's really important that we have a constant supply of plant material, edible plant material, so they can make fine meals. So please get onto that. Velasquez, cooking, and Cook is cooking. No, that's okay, so they do go and take it from the field when they need it, but obviously it'd be better if it was closer to where they're cooking. Lady, I would like you to clean up in there, please. Oh yeah, you're not... okay, sorry. Lady, you go back to doing whatever you were doing before, which was making some smoke leaf joints, which is great. And Natalia, I would like you, as our new cleaner, to start cleaning our cooking area. The cleaner the cooking area, the less chance there is of getting food poisoning. And eventually, when I get the sterile materials research, I will be able to make it even cleaner in there. She's probably going to quit before the room's clean, so I'm just prepared to force her to carry on. Brian feels that it's a great way of showing your community spirit. Being the designated cleaner for a week or two. It's a way of cutting your cloth, cutting your... what's the word? Cutting your... I don't know. Cutting your way into the group. Probably cut that out, talking about cutting. What's Boss doing now? Sowing strawberries, which is great. We've got corn, we've got rice, we've got strawberries. We've got 2 random potato plants that somebody managed to plant before. And still the ever-looming threat of a raid or something coming very soon. Shu, you stopped doing what I asked. I wanted you to go down through there. But for the time being, I'm going to get you to refuel that generator. It's important that we keep our batteries full. Ah, we have a dog trapped behind a wall, which is wonderful. It's because I forgot to put a door there. But also, what's Fix-It doing? Building the steel gun complex. Okay. Masking in, what are you doing? Building sandbags, okay. Hauling and then building. Alright. Well, I need to get the dog out. Oh, the dog's out. Okay, so he wasn't trapped after all. Of course, because you can go over sandbags. That was my stupidity there. I'm sure I asked somebody to refuel that. It was Shu. Yes, you are doing it. You're just super slow. Which is ironic, considering your name. If my nickname was Shu, I'd be wearing some fast shoes, maybe. Shu. Lady. Smoking, eh? Don't really want you to smoke in the food store area. So, I might also make a drug area, which is separate to medicine. Oh dear, there's not even medicine selected. How stupid. Need medicine selected. That's exactly what I wanted. There's medicine in there. Yeah, I might build a drug storage where I can keep beer and smoke leaf and all that kind of stuff. Because apparently when they smoke where they get it from. Masking in now, having a good old puff away. And Velasquez for some reason is collapsed and sleeping in the cold store, which I really don't want. I'm going to draft. I think you get out of there. Maybe go to your room if you want to sleep. Okay. Shu. Still didn't do what I asked, but, you know, I did ask you to go and fill that generator, which you did, so I'll let you off. Are you doing the steel? No, you're doing the sandstone. And as it's getting quite late, I'm going to unprioritize all the tasks and let people go and do what they kind of want to do. Okay, I don't know what just happened. What just happened? Doc, rescuing Sky, but what happened to Sky? Wow. Wow. Did he smoke too much? He has got a permanent gunshot injury to the brain. But I don't know what just happened. There was no message or anything. He just fell over in the cold storage after smoking a smoke leaf joint. So maybe he got so high that he just collapsed. How strange. I've never seen that before. Doc, probably the slowest I've ever seen anybody move in this game. And as it's nearing the end of the day, I'm going to speed things up now until the morning, I think. As I think everybody is just about to head off to bed. So unless we get raided or attacked or some other horrible event in the middle of the night, we will catch up with them again in the morning. Okay, so 2 o'clock in the morning, we're getting raided. And they are scum from the blade crabs. We're quite friendly with them. I mean, friendly, no, but... Okay, so let's go and check out what this is. Do I have any blade crabs here? No, he's an Ash Lancer. She's an Ash Lancer, sorry. And she's from Ithroiron, which I'll never be able to pronounce. Slightly concerned, a little bit worried, but let's go and check. Okay. Okay, so they're all armed. Most of them have got energy weapons. Most of them are ruffians. Hang on, I bet it says in the message, doesn't it? Does it say? Doesn't say how many there are. I'm just going to have to... Wow, what's that? Oh, he's got a blaster rifle, heavy blaster rifle. I would love to borrow that from you and you. Alright, it's nothing we haven't done before. The problem is they're, of course, coming from the side where we have no defense. And I'm not sure if they're going to decide to come over here. Of course they're not, they're just going to come through here. And this gun is not repaired, of course. I'm going to send Fix-It out there immediately. And I'm hoping... Oh man. This is going to be one of those full-on slugfests. Sky is out of action, being too high, which is not fair. I'm going to pull everybody over to here. And we're just going to have to do our best now. Okay, so yeah, we just need to get a bit lucky here, I think. I'm hoping most of them... Oh my gold. Okay, that's not fun. Maybe I'm better going to this sandbags here and this gun. Yeah, that would be much more sensible, I think. The problem is that Olaf and Ooh, Doc. Come on. I want to get Velasquez on there straight away. Tank, I'm going to pull up here to try and flank them. Tank the flank. Boss. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Our sandbags are not going to be useful at all. Doc's just been hit. Heal self. The rest of you, get in line and shoot. Velasquez is on this cannon, and as soon as they come into range, it's going to start firing. I'm going to pull everybody back so that they can't be hit unless the enemy is in range. Which would be great. Wow. Doc needs a doctor. And we don't have anybody to assign to doctor. Okay. Fingers, you can be doctor, at least, if we need you. Shu, you're going to have to stop here. And Olaf is going to have to come here. Tank, bring you around the back. Everybody else is fighting, right? You two are sleeping, of course, because you don't do jack shit in this situation. Doc really needs rescuing, so you can risk your sweet ass to come and rescue Doc, please. Shu. I swear I just took somebody out, but apparently not. Olaf is injured already. Shu is injured. Doc's injured. These guys are holding the line back here. Tank's hiding in the trees here. So I'm going to send Tank down here. Ooh, getting shot at though, badly. Yes, good job Tank. Excellent. And now you got shot. Damn. Shoes down. Natalia. Oh, Natalia got shot in the head. Ah, Natalia's down trying to save Doc. Unfortunate. I am going to get you to come through here. Try and save them that way. Okay, 5 down. The rest still standing. The question is for how long. We've taken out 2. Only 2 of them? Is that it? 3 of them. And as they... Yeah. Come on. Come on. Ah, oh, it's close. It's going to be a close one. I'm going to try and get Boss to use some Force Lightning. It didn't work for some reason. Heal self. Doesn't have enough power. Cook. You're not injured. Heal other. Heal Boss. Don't know if it worked. Heal yourself now. Okay, that worked. Fix it, heal other. You can heal Velasquez there. Ah, Fix It's there as well. Awesome. Fingers. Heal Boss, please. And then heal yourself. Okay. It's not going terribly. See if I can get Maskinen to sneak around here and rescue Doc. Because that's super important. The Doc is healthy at least. Wow, these guys are not giving up this time. Not like the other raid when we took out a few of the guys and they ran off. Okay, they've decided to steal what they can and leave. Hopefully they won't be able to steal anything on the way out. But I really don't want to let that gun go. Especially heavy blaster rifle would be awesome. Do I have anybody with force drain? You can't use that. I think boss is all out of powers too. It's a shame. Because... oh, some of them are still attacking. Wait. Okay, how do I just cancel that? I can't. Okay. No. You go there. You go there. Maybe you get back on that. You go there. You go there. You go there. Okay, they're still attacking. Oh, another one down. Now they're fleeing. Great. Now we can start to move forward. Still want you to rescue Doc, please. The main gun I want is this. Where did it go? Yeah, that heavy blaster rifle. I really want that. Hopefully we can take Wolf. Is it Wooly or Wool? Damn it. Really don't want them to get away with that gun. The rest of them are long gone. But Wool here, or Wooly, I don't think is going to make it. We should all be able to take at least one shot. Oh, come on, guys. Please. Yeah! Nailed him. And he dropped 24 silver as well. Okay. So as I said, I was expecting some kind of event to happen. Turned out to be a mid-level raid. You know, we've definitely... I think we've definitely had harder raids than that. But now it's very important that I get everybody rescued and into bed as soon as possible. And if anybody is able to use force heal, I would urge them to go and heal Doc as soon as possible. Natalia's gotten sick with intestinal failure. Wow. Never seen that before. Maskinen's going to go and rescue her as soon as possible. So she hopefully will get healed up. Okay, so we've got a item stash quest. I'm not sure we're in any condition right now to go, even though it's quite a substantial amount of money. Well, it's not, the value. We've got a scout jacket, Imperial Command hat, and a helmet, which in all honesty is probably not worth it. Let's just check how far away it is. Yeah, it's not too far away. And how long have we got? We've got 14 days. So maybe if we get healed up enough, maybe we can consider that. For now, what are you up to, Velasquez? Consuming venison. Is anybody rescuing Tank? Yeah. I want you to capture Frog. And Nina survived as well. Let's have a look at Nina's stats. Rubbish stats for Nina. Frog is at least a good shooter. And I think that was it. How's Sky feeling now? Are you ready to... No, you still cannot walk. Man, you must have smoked a lot. Alright. We survived. At least for now. What's Lady up to? Resting. Can you rescue Shu, please? Pretty urgent. Just going to make sure all these weapons are unchecked, so we can pick them up and stash them away. Is there any more around? Yeah, there's another one there. We've got some really good weapons now. We've got some blaster rifles. We've got one heavy blaster here. And I think there might have been another one that I saw there, which is awesome. Oh, that's just a normal one. Okay. But one heavy blaster at least is fantastic. It means we can lay down some heavy fire support. Frog now a prisoner. And I think everybody's been rescued, which is great. I would like somebody to go and capture Nina. It's better to have the prisoner than to... I don't know, maybe we should just kill Nina. The stats are pretty bad, and... You know, there's got to be a point where we just stop taking prisoners. People need to learn they can't just mess with us, you know? The problem is, nobody is getting doctor treatment. That's because it's only Fingers helping. I'm going to get Boss to do that as well. And Boss should be prioritised tending to... Yep, that would be great. Who has got heal other and some force powers? Wonderful. Cook, please go and do that first. Fingers, you can capture Nina. Fingers, please go and capture Nina. Thank you. Cook, did you do what I said? Yes, but it didn't seem to do anything. Can you wake up, Doc? No. Okay. Fingers can't heal other. The other two are downed. Fix-It doesn't have any force powers left, and Doc doesn't have any force powers left. So, it is totally down to Fingers right now. You're not going to be capturing Nina, you're going to be tending to Doc, first of all. You are going to be tending to Tank, first of all. I do not want anybody tending to Frog until all of our guys are at least feeling a little bit better. Masculine's helping out Natalia there. Mustn't forget about Shu. There's only one medical emergency now, that's great. And that's Natalia with her strange intestinal infection, which came from nowhere. So Brian's happy with that. Another successful defense. It was better than he had predicted. He was worried that maybe we'd get some alien encounter that we couldn't defeat. But so far, humans have not caused much of a problem to us. And we're going to continue to defend ourselves the way we have done from the beginning. I don't have a warden assigned, which is unusual. Who can be warden? Because it's Natalia. Okay. Well, I suppose Lady can come off cleaning for a while. Go back to her original position as a... Hang on a minute. Lady... Ah, yeah, she was crafting, yeah. Okay. She can go back to wardening for a while. At least so we've got one. Cook's working, which is great, cooking some meals because we don't have any. I mean, this really slows down our food production when we have a raid like this. So, having been low on food anyway, it's going to really push us back a bit further. Hopefully by tomorrow people will start to feel better and we can get back to schedule. Back on schedule, sorry. Doc's up, which is good. I think the next person to heal would be Fingers. Although Fingers isn't incapacitated. Tank would be the next one to heal, I think. And Boss can work on Velasquez instead. Actually, maybe Doc should be more selfish this time. For once in her life and heal... Oh no, because I could just use the self-heal. Oh dear, it's too late. Okay, well. That's good. I can do both. No, I want to... Oh no. It didn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work. These force powers. A little bit annoying. At least I didn't see it do anything. Maybe it did and I missed it. Would have had to be very quick. Lady has gotten food poisoning. Oh dear. That's Natalia and Lady now with upset stomachs. It can only be really blamed on Cook. He's the only one cooking the meals right now, but struggling in a dirty environment he is. We've got to prioritise other things over cleaning right now, so can't really blame him for that. Midday, the sun beats down. It is the middle of winter, still, but luckily the outdoor temperature is 22 degrees. We have a nice stable 21 degrees in all the bedrooms. Our cold storage is still -0, below 0, so we can freeze our food. And we just survived another relatively tough raid and got ourselves some new weapons and maybe some more items of clothing. I'm just going to select all those to strip. And we might need to build a few more graves. But in the meantime, they can be stored in our junk area. Sounds harsh, but as I've said before, when you attack us, you make that decision. We're more than happy to offer you a home, but that's your choice. And so far, the graves do the talking. We've killed enough people now for people to know, in the local area at least. Olaf is now sick. I forgot to see what it was. Minor infection. Hopefully that will be tended to quickly by Doc and Boss and Fingers, who are all working on doctor duty until we're all back on our feet. I'm going to call it an end to the episode there. I feel it feels like a natural place while they're all healing up, and we will catch up with them again soon. So thanks very much for watching. It's amazing that somebody else has got an infection now. It's Olaf. Maybe worsened his infection. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it an end to this episode. As I said at the beginning, it's awesome that I've made it this far. I do hope that it goes on now for another 5 at least, so I can hit 20, and then who knows, maybe 30, maybe 50, I really don't know. There's got to become a point where I decide on an end game and go for it. But at the moment we're still trying to build up to a point where we're stable and self-sufficient. Thanks very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next episode. Bye bye.